Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to another episode of On a Mission. I'm Emily May. I have Veda here with me.
I'm sorry. My
Are you okay?
yeah, I don't know. My second monitor is like going fucking nuts. I can't get it to stop. Hold on. Okay. All right. It was like
All right,
it was
bleep.
like glitching.
We gotta bleep that out. Bleep. Bleep.
Sorry. It was like
No, it's
glitching
fine.
and flashing, so I couldn't mute because I have the YouTube window up. I couldn't mute it, so I was getting the echo of us, and also the screen was like flat. I don't know what's going on.
We're having some moments. It's so hot here in Texas. I think all of my
Hold on.
equipment is boiling over because we're talking about boiling point. August 12th. We're leading up to this. I know we just talked about True Colors, and now we have another show heading
Yeah.
down the pipeline. And I know, Veda, you're dealing with text right now.
Do I sound okay, or am I echoing?
You sound great.
Okay.
You look great. You sound great.
Okay, I think I'm good now. I think
All right.
I don't know why it was doing that. So I don't have the chat up because I'm afraid to touch that.
We're
But,
good. I have the chat up. The chat is hopping. We have Brian in the chat.
Okay.
We have Pepe. We have Big Mike. Brett Ross, a huge supporter of Mission Pro. Thank you. Always supporting Mission Pro. Thank you, Brent. The Mission Pro posters and artwork are always so cool. We have some more coming your way. So, look out for that. We have Sammy, front row, always supporting. Can't wait for Boiling Point. If you guys have not gotten your tickets yet, August 12th, we'll be streaming it on Title Match Network, and you can get those front row tickets though. Get them. You want to watch it live, right? First row, second row. We have some exciting matches already in the works. Already. Some have already been announced, and some are coming down the pipeline. So follow Mission Pro on all of our socials, so that you can hear about all of these huge announcements coming soon.
Hold on. I swear I'm here. I'm just...
Veda, we can hear you. I think everyone in the chat can hear you as well.
No, well, my hold on. Now it's autofocusing. My husband is texting me, telling me what's wrong with my audio, but I can't tell because my levels look fine. I don't know. Are we good or no?
You're good. I can hear you.
Oh
I think the chat can hear you. I do not
That's
hear
fine.
otherwise.
All right. So if Speedball pops in here to provide tech support, just
all right.
That's fine.
Everyone, we always need some tech support. It's all good. So yeah, it is extremely hot here in Texas. So I hope everyone in Texas is staying safe. It's really warm. There's warning all around. So I think this Boiling Point show is an appropriate theme because we're heading into a very hot summer.
For sure.
And we also have a very special guest tonight. We're excited to invite her back onto On a Mission.
What are you doing? What is the problem? What is going on with this? It's like this started like strobing at me. What is happening? What are you doing? Hold on.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh, there it is. Thank you.
Brian says August 12th. It could be a cool.
Do you sound different now?
No, I'm frozen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
no.
You sound a little different.
All right. I think I'm better. I think I'm fine. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
The problem is that
Speedball to the rescue.
Well, the problem is that we like switch throughout the day, like doing different streams and recording different stuff, and the settings get switched around, and rather than me switch my own laptop in with the settings I need, I'm lazy and I'm just using Mike's Streamlabs. So that's why.
That's okay.
Fine.
Well, my computer just died, so all of my stuff isn't working either. We are winning today, Veda. We are winning.
But we know we have Nova on the line.
We have Nova on the line, so I am going to try to now bring Nova in because we got to get this party started because it's already a huge party. Chaos. Neil's like, you sound better. You sound
I should. I switched the mic, so we're good. We have two mics hooked up because why wouldn't I? All right, we're good.
Okay. All right, I got to get my tech going here. Okay, so we are going to bring Nova in. I'm very excited to have her on a Mission again because she has been a part of Mission Pro Wrestling. She's had she's had 3 incredible matches at Mission Pro Wrestling. If you have not seen her wrestle before, you get your chance to on August 12th in San Antonio. So I'm going to bring her on and we'll catch up with her and see what she's been up to.
Awesome.
All right. Welcome, Nova Phoenix, to On a Mission.
Hey guys, how are y'all?
Hi. Good. Sorry for that like very odd intro. We
I enjoyed it. I loved it.
you gotta just, deal with all the
Go with the
technology
punches.
things. Sometimes it doesn't all work out. Well, we are so excited to have you on. I'm so excited to catch up with you because you're coming back to Mission Pro Wrestling.
Yes, I'm excited to be back at Mission Pro. Y'all have no idea.
We'll talk a little bit about that. Why are you so excited to be back at Mission Pro?
Mission Pro, like to me, is a grand stage, if so say so. The fans are electric, even though a lot of them boo me. They don't really like me that much, but I always love the fans. I love the atmosphere it brings to the women's wrestling in general. So I always loved being at Mission Pro.
I mean, we have tons of fans in the chat. They're all yelling your name, so they're not quite booing you yet.
Not yet. Give them a minute.
Not yet. So it's been, the last time you were at Mission Pro Wrestling was August 2022 for Hard Day's Night. You had a match against La Rosa Negra, and it was amazing. And so it's almost been a year. So it will be a year. It will be a year in August. And so what have you been watching? Like, Mission Pro has put on show after show. Is there anyone that you have your eye on heading into this August show?
Well, me personally, I wouldn't face anybody, anytime, anywhere. But my personal one, I want to face Genocide, the Mission Pro champion. I know it's a big step, and she's a heck of an athlete. But to challenge myself and prove I'm one of the best in Mission Pro, I have to face Genocide. Hopefully one day I'll earn the opportunity to get in the ring with her.
I mean, that's a pretty good answer. I know Genocide's really focused on her upcoming title match, but like, she has to know that there's people waiting in the ranks if she can hold on to the title. I guess my question is, and we've talked to a bunch of people over the past few months who weren't necessarily making their debut with Mission Pro, more like a re-debut. Like, there had been a minute, and like, it, in terms of getting them, back at Mission Pro, and you're kind of in that boat where fans of Mission Pro are familiar with you in our Mission Pro ring, but obviously you're probably a lot different than you were a year ago. I think we all are.
Right.
So what do you, what new are you bringing to Mission Pro this time?
This time, I'm bringing more fierceness, strategic, and lethal style of wrestling. Last time I faced La Rosa Negra, I wasn't focused. I wasn't, I wanted to beat her, but I went about the wrong way. I've grown since then. I've learned a lot since then. So this time on August 12th at Boiling Point, I feel sorry for my opponent because the Fiery Phoenix is definitely going to pick up the win this time by any means necessary.
I like that. I like seeing that fire. Nova Phoenix has to bring that fire. I mean, we've seen you at OKC PopCon against Phoebe. Veda actually was on the call for that match. And we saw you at Tussle in Tulsa against Alejandra Lyon, Gigi Ray. Gigi Ray's both of them, Alejandra and Gigi, are rising stars at Mission Pro and all around Texas. I'm sure you have wrestled them and seen them around the Texas scene. Yeah. And so how do you feel going into this, this new kind of Mission Pro surroundings where we have some new up and coming talent? And I know you've been in the industry for 10 years or so. So you have all this rising talent. So how do you kind of approach that?
Me, I just want to prove myself that I am the best. I am willing to step in with anybody. I have the knowledge and the skills to be in any ring with anybody. Even means facing Lions or Gigi Ray or like I said, stepping in the ring with Genocide, I can be the best, and I know I can be.
I like that. I like that confidence. You got to go in. What has been like, I know this last year, so many people, like Veda mentioned, have changed or shifted their style or looked to different areas of the sports world or even entertainment world to kind of find influence. Have you been able to evolve this last year and kind of find these little gems elsewhere to bring into the ring?
Honestly, I've been looking at like more old school wrestling, if it makes any sense. A lot of the older school wrestling, like Terry Gordy, more 80s style wrestling, more show how they're more intense, more intimidating, and basically know how to be the big woman in the ring. Like, you're not going to push me around. I'm going to push you around first. If that makes any sense.
I like that. I like that. I mean, that kind of goes into anyone that you have been studying. Like, we've talked a lot about how everyone studies other wrestlers' tapes, and they kind of look to see, either study their opponents or they study people that they admire. Is there anyone that in the last year you've seen kind of in the independent scene or even in the big promotions that you're like, oh, I have to kind of study their work?
Me, honestly, I usually study like Timothy Thatcher, his style of wrestling. Who's others? Some of like the big men. Trying to think of another one. There's also like the Bronson Reed from WWE, of course. Also, I study a lot of women's wrestling, like Sarah Del Rey, Mercedes Martinez. Just learn what I can do, like to learn from them and what they used to do, or if they still do, to make myself better against any opponent that I have.
So that's really interesting, because we talked a little bit about, this new crop of wrestlers that are coming through Mission Pro. Some of them have only been competing since, after COVID. They've maybe been competing for 2 or 3 years. A lot of them maybe are less aware of, these more either retired or like later in the game, like legends of wrestling, only because like a lot of them didn't become wrestling fans until pretty recently. Do you think that's an advantage? Like, are you like the vet in the locker room? Is that what we're talking about here?
Sort of, maybe, if you can say that. For me, to be honest with you, I think it is an advantage because, like you said, a lot of girls these days don't know who they are. And I never personally got to meet any of them. I met Mercedes Martinez once. Learned a lot from her at one of her seminars. But I think I do have a distinct advantage when it comes to that. I pull out something that no one's ever seen before. So I think I have the advantage on a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, Veda, you mentioned kind of the veteran in the locker room, because Nova, you are a second generation wrestler. And so you do have this history in the business. Can you speak to that and like what it means to be kind of passing on that legacy?
Right. My father is a Texas legend by the name of Ravishing Ray Evans. He passed away in 2013. Me getting to pass on his legacy for myself is a big honor for me. Because originally he didn't want his daughter wrestling, like all dads do. But like father, like daughter, I don't listen. So it's a big honor for me. It makes me emotional sometimes because I know my father's watching me, and I hope like sometimes he sees me. Hope he's proud of me. So I bring his style of wrestling into what I do now. So very big honor for me.
Yeah, I know that it means a lot to you every time you get into the ring to honor your dad in that way.
Yeah,
and like, and growing up around pro wrestling, were you always a fan? Like, was this always something you wanted to get into, or?
Honestly, it actually was. I grew up as a fan. Me and my older brother, we would sit in the stands with fans as my father wrestled everybody, and I always wanted to do it, but I never really had a chance to, because my father forbidden it for a while. But as I got older, I said, you know what, I'm just going to take a chance, take my shot and go with it. In 2015, I got that chance with my trainer, Killer Tim Brooks. My first match with him. So after that, I couldn't stop. I fell in love with it like everyone else does.
Well,
And you've seen like, I mean, you've probably like since 2015 have seen the wrestling industry evolve, right? You've seen more women becoming in the forefront of wrestling and really taking having all female shows, and it's been amazing to watch this evolution. And so what has been your perspective in that? I know we've talked to a lot of wrestlers where they had to start training and they really didn't have a female opponent until way down the line. And so what was your experience and journey in that?
When I started, just like a lot of girls, I only wrestled guys because I never had another trainee who was a female. So my journey when I first started was nothing but guys. So when I first got my first female opponent, I was like, okay, this might be a little different for me, but it was a good experience after all. So it's just like everyone else. I started with guys all the way to first opponent was a woman, and then I just journeyed on from there. And then the women's wrestling has evolved so much. I've seen it to where it wasn't really on the radar at first, back in the late 80s when my father was wrestling. And so now it's like center stage for this wrestling. So that's what I love about women's wrestling now. It's like it's center stage, and we're here to prove that we can be as top as the guys can be. So
very cool. Oh, Eric points out you could not have any less attitude than that if you're going to challenge genocide. So I think that's the stamp of approval on the confidence level. But it's a good point.
That is true. You have to have that confidence level going in. And so I would love to talk a little bit about where that confidence came from, and how would you describe in one sentence who Nova Phoenix is?
The confidence came actually at first when I started wrestling. I didn't have much confidence at all. You can ask some of the girls around where I live, like Lion, Roche Chanel. I didn't have much confidence at all. But recently, the past couple of years, I've been gaining that confidence. So for me, is my one sentence, I'll take everything, everyone bows down because everyone loves to hate me. So
So that's more of that confidence, though. We talked to a lot of people who are either debuting or re-debuting for Mission Pro, and you can watch their matches and that like they really, really want to be embraced by the Mission Pro fans. We have amazing fans, but you're saying you're gonna maybe go the other way.
Hey, like I said, they can love me, they can boo me, they can cheer me. I don't care. I'm going to win no matter what. And I don't need the fans to do it either.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, I do have to say Mission Pro fans will love you and hate you. We've seen it in the chat go either way. So, as long as you're getting them to interact and really enjoy the show, that's all we can ask for. And I know that you're going to bring it. Okay. So I know that you're up in Dallas and you have, I'm sure, tons of road trips that you go on. And I always have to ask my fellow friends that live in Texas, what is your favorite Buc-ee's snack?
Oh, I guess like the number one thing is me. I like the beaver nuggets. Like every time I stop, I have to get the beaver nuggets.
They're a classic.
That's either like one or two top answers that we get.
Right. Or the little
Sometimes
kolaches.
we get like the kolaches. We've gotten the pulled pork sandwiches before.
The brisket sandwiches.
A lot of people like sour candy, which you can get kind of anywhere. But Buc-ee's does have a huge selection.
So I can understand the sour candy if we're talking about Buc-ee's as like a road trip food, because I like to have like a sour candy or a lollipop, like a green apple lollipop or something when I'm driving, because I feel like it like just kind of keeps me going. That might be it. We should ask people, like, you're on a road trip or you just like walk into Buc-ee's. It's many layers.
I know some people that just go to Buc-ee's. Like there's no road trip. They're like stopping at Buc-ee's.
I mean, I'm like that too sometimes, so I can't really say much.
And they make the beaver nuggets in other flavors now. I saw the last time I was down there, like smaller bags in like salted caramel and maybe cinnamon, like specific flavors. And
there's the cinnamon, the taco flavor, there's the barbecue flavor. I literally tried all of them, and they're amazing. The white cheddar, so good.
But it's like the same like texture of like a puffy kind of crispy
like
thing.
A puffy corn.
Yeah, but the flavor is different. So everybody loves the beaver nuggets. Apparently, they have expanded the line.
Yes. So Nova, you have to bring the Buc-ee's. Bring some snacks. I'll bring my snacks because I have to pass the Buc-ee's. You get your snacks, and we'll combine. We'll combine George's in August.
I'm so jealous. I'm not going to be at this show. I think the next time I'm down in Dallas in July, but I think I'm just in and out. I might not get to a Buc-ee's. Oh.
Gotta get to a Buc-ee's. Okay.
You gotta let me know.
I'm going to pick some up for you. I'll send you some.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys got to let me know if they come out with any more new flavors, because I got to make one big trip and like collect them all.
Yeah, you're going to receive a big care package of beaver nuggets. That's amazing. So yeah, we're definitely foodie. We love, Veda and I still have not had our peanut butter cups or our peanut butter treats yet.
I saw there's a Reese's peanut butter popcorn out now too. Like already pop with maybe the peanut butter and chocolate on it, but it's definitely Reese's brand. I don't know. I saw it on Instagram and it was real, and I saw it in a store and didn't buy it.
I don't know if I'll survive. That's
like I can't do that right now. But
any popcorn is my Achilles heel. Like any type of popcorn.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm sure I can't buy those holiday buckets, the tins with all three flavors. It'd be gone.
So maybe that's why we like the beaver nuggets, because they're kind of like popcorn adjacent. They're like the same sort of idea. Oh, Trenda mentioned the beef jerky, the wall of jerky.
There is the wall of jerky. That is very famous. It is a wall of jerky. There's like 900 flavors.
And this is like not a thing that I would ever get, but I was fascinated at Buc-ee's by the wall of like slushies, like the wall of Slurpees. And there were like kids just like layering cups of different flavors, which like that cannot be good after a certain point. But there was like a selection of 20 or something. Wild.
Oh, wow.
It depends on the location. The location. Yeah. Some have larger Slurpee or icy displays. I guess Slurpee is, I think Slurpee is a 7-Eleven.
Like, slushy, I don't know. Icy.
Slushy.
Yeah.
Icy. Ooh, icy might be trademarked too.
I don't know.
All right. Don't ping us. Well, okay. So we got our food down. What is your like go-to music playlist? Because there's like road trip music, and then there's music to kind of prepare for a match.
Me, it's more like I love rock and roll. A little bit of R&B. Just like different songs that have different beats to get you hyped up. Like my main one is mainly Metallica. So I use that one a lot. There's also like Limp Bizkit, Dr. Dre, Tupac. So it's like there's a lot of different styles, and you just listening to it for a match and get started, and you get you pumped up and ready to go.
Awesome. I love that. Metallica. Tony Justice is loving the Metallica reference.
Yeah.
If anyone in the chat has questions too, you're more than welcome to chime in. I wanted to ask you about a match you had earlier this year in January, and you had a steel cage match.
Yes, ma'am.
The first one in OKC history.
Wow.
I love steel cage matches and death matches and street fights. So it's like all in my realm of what I love.
Right?
So how was that match put together? How did it feel when you were asked to be a part of it? And
well, for me personally, it's my very first cage match ever. So, there's going to be lots of nerves and a little bit of fear there. A little bit of fear. So I got asked by Core Pro Wrestling up in Sand Springs, Oklahoma, which is ran by Skylar Schleiss. Technically, I got demanded to defend my title, my Core Women's Championship, inside a steel cage, because apparently I cheated too much to keep it. So they asked me to do the match, being defending champion. I was like, I'm not scared. I was a little bit straight up honest, but no one's going to know that. But now they probably will. So I defended my title against four other women.
Wow.
Right. It was a very first women's steel cage match in Oklahoma history. So all 5 of us ladies made history in that state because Oklahoma doesn't really have any big matches like that for women. So when Forrest decided to do one, we all jumped in on it.
Yeah.
So at the end of the match, unfortunately, I lost my title to Erica Torres. She threw me off the top of the cage, and I landed on everybody else. So, yeah, it wasn't a good night for me after that, but I loved everybody. So.
It's not a good way to go, but you went out in a really cool way.
I went out with a bang.
Yeah, you did. If you had to go out either way, go out in a steel cage match, get thrown off the top. That's the best way to go.
But that's kind of what I'm talking about, where we were, discussing what has changed for you between the last time Mission Pro fans saw you and now. I feel like anyone would just even hear about that and be like, okay, yeah, she's not here to play.
No, I've gained more confidence, and I ain't playing no games. I'm here to win a match, and I hope everyone.
So I don't want to interrupt you, but we have probably over half the chat is saying things like it's only cheating if you get caught. Sometimes you got to cheat to win.
Wow.
So I don't know. Maybe the reception that you're expecting at Mission Pro might go the other way, because it looks like
there's a lot of shenanigans that happen at Mission Pro. There's Tiffany pulled out last show. Tiffany pulled out one of those little bolt cutters or whatever, and took a turnbuckle pad off and caused trouble. There's cheating.
Some of the chat was like, "Oh yeah, oh well, whatever you got to do." It's like she brought a weapon. She prepared for this.
I know. I was like, it was a forethought. She had to think about it. There's first and second degree murder for a reason.
And then meanwhile, our chat is like, oh, Nova, whatever you have to do, that's fine. So I don't know. We have a very pro shenanigans chat tonight.
Brent says sometimes you got to cheat to win, as one of the greats would have said. I'm shocked by this.
Okay, wait. Hold on. Neil Benedict is now claiming, I think, to have not even seen the bolt cutters.
Okay,
Neil, you're just making things up now, Neil.
Go back and watch Title Match Network. Go back and watch it. Play the tape, everyone. Play the tape. Play it back. Neil, I'm going to send you a clip. I'm going to tag you, because this is...
Yes.
You saw it happen. It was laid out very clearly. The cameras caught it.
So I guess, Emily, we're not going to find out Nova's opponent just yet, but... whoever it's going to be, I hope goes back and watches the show and knows to expect anything, because you are being encouraged.
Yes, you are being encouraged by this Mission Pro fans here to cause some trouble and be devious. So, Trenda says Neil was there live, by the way. So
I might Tiffany.
I think Neil went. Maybe he went to the bathroom or something during that point. I don't know.
Oh,
you missed it.
I don't know.
Oh, a whole mess.
Oh, Tony, I like this. I could see Nova being the China for the men's revolution.
Ooh, that's a big compliment. And
Tony,
it's a bit scary too. Yeah, that's a lot of big shoes to fill on that one.
But you got to go in with that confidence. You got to go in and really just be ready for anything, right?
That is true. That is true.
Yeah. Eric says Metallica is in his blood. So,
Same here. Right here. Same here.
So funny.
yeah, this is the chat loves you, and they're so excited to have you back at Mission Pro on August 12th. We're so excited. Pepe says Mischief and Mayhem are encouraged. I think that's going to be the sub.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Don't encourage me.
I'm telling you, this is like you have set things in motion here.
That's going to be the under tagline for Boiling Point. Mischief and Mayhem.
There you go. Hey, use that. Hashtag that one.
That sounds like it would be like a Halloween show.
Yeah.
Mischief and Mayhem.
Oh my goodness. Well, Nova, we're so excited to have you come back. I know that you are going to kill it. Look out for Mission Pro socials because we're going to officially announce your opponent. Unless Brian, if you're in the chat and you give me the go ahead, I will announce it. But I don't know if he's still in the chat or not. We're still doing some or you can be surprised. I could bring you on and bring your opponent on.
Oh.
Or opponents, maybe.
Ooh.
I don't know. Go ahead. Oh, Brian said go ahead. Okay.
Okay.
I hope I get this right. Okay. Let me I think I got it right. I think I remember, Brian. All right. I don't have a match graphic yet, but we will officially announce it later this week. So, Nova Phoenix, you are officially facing Queen Uju.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Okay.
So I know that we had said that you need to come into this with an attitude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anyone has a bigger attitude than Queen Uju. This
she's
is
just
going to be intense.
Exudes just this aura and exudes this attitude.
But you have the same exact thing going on, so this is going to be intense.
Big Mike is saying, ooh, a slugfest.
Yeah, Uju is one of the hardest hitters on the entire Mission Pro roster, but like you said, where you're saying you get inspiration from, I mean, those are some of the hardest hitters in the history of pro wrestling. So
yeah. Mongrovian Mike is saying, get the tables and chairs.
Calm down, Mike. Calm down.
Yeah. It's not that. Hold on. Get the steel cage. Get
Calm
this,
down.
Brian. Get the steel cage. Let's do it. We still have to do another one.
Here's a fun fact back that. I actually already faced Uju before.
Ooh.
Okay, so you got...
So I actually know Uju quite well. I haven't seen her in a couple of years because she moved down to Houston, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I actually wrestled her when she was up here in Dallas for DFW All Pro. I was actually one of her first few matches in pro wrestling.
Wow.
So I am actually looking forward to this because I want to see what she has learned over the last several years. So I know Uju will be watching this. And I just really hope she learned because I've grown, she's grown. But this Phoenix makes the queen always bow down to her.
Wow. Oh, I'm excited for this one.
I'm so excited. The crowd is like, the crowd here in the chat, the fans, they're like, it's going to be nuts. Brent is like, you want to get nuts? Come on. This is going to be nuts. Give me fuel. Give me fire.
Heck yeah. I always bring the fire to my matches.
Always bring.
Let's just see if the queen, like I used to call her Queenie. So let's see if Queenie can still keep up with me.
I love it. You have like a little inside little nickname for her. I love it. I love how Rodney is saying Buju.
Yeah, this one is going to be super, super intense. And like you said, there's already a history there. Wow.
Well,
okay, I'm pumped for this.
I am so pumped. So Nova, we're definitely going to have to bring you back on or get Uju on here because we need to hear from her as well. and we will officially share your match graphic. But I am so pumped. The fans are
Yes.
ready. I am so excited. This is going to be so fantastic. And we get to see you back in the ring August 12th for Boiling Point. You can get your tickets at missionprowrestling.com. You can watch it on Title Match Network. And Nova is up for sponsorship, everyone. So
Yep.
you can support.
Sponsor me, guys. Sponsor me.
Yes, sponsor Nova and sponsor everyone. Sponsorships are open, so you can email missionprowrestling@gmail.com. And we have all wrestlers are available. And we have matches. Once they are all announced, you can sponsor those matches, and there are going to be some bangers. Just saying. So
Heck yeah.
it's going to be fantastic.
Can't wait.
Hell yeah.
So thank you, Nova, so much. Where can everyone follow you? And if you have merchandise for sale, tell everyone where they can purchase that.
So you can follow me on all social media, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook under NovaFire41. Merch, I'm actually working on getting new merch. So stay tuned, keep up with all social medias, and I'll let y'all know when I get some new merch in, and y'all can pre-order on there as well.
Yep.
Sounds
Definitely
good.
bring some merch to Mission Pro because especially when you haven't been there in a minute, people are ready to support you.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait to be back.
Yeah, it's Merch Mania at Mission Pro shows. So you got to bring all that
Always.
merchandise, and it's a great way to connect with the fans. And we can't wait to see you face Queen Uju on August 12th. Everyone, follow Nova Phoenix, follow Mission Pro Wrestling. Thank you, Nova, for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for having me, guys. See y'all.
See ya.
Bye.
All right. Oh, Veda, that was a big announcement.
Wow. So, yeah, I had no idea who Nova was going to be facing. And when you announced the match already, I was like, oh, yes, because we had even talked after
Mhm.
True Colors about just how intense and you know, hard-hitting Queen Uju is. But then when Nova revealed that there is already this history between them, and we have seen like just how, you know, confident and even arrogant Uju has become,
Mhm.
I would think that she's probably like, because Nova said, I want to see what she's learned. I'm sure that Uju is there to prove something to someone who was there really early on in her career. So
Yes.
I don't know.
I mean, right now, Queen Uju is like kind of this rising star at Mission Pro. And then, but if you look at Nova's history at Mission Pro, she's been at OKC PopCon, she's been at Hard Days Night, she's faced former Mission Pro champion, and then she called out Genocide.
Yeah.
So she has this confidence, and Queen Uju has this confidence. And we talked about this when it came to like Tiffany and Emmy in that number one contender match, that they have to bring that elevated attitude, that elevated confidence. And these two, Queen Uju and Nova, are definitely going to bring it. And this is going to be a match to watch.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Oh my gosh. All right, everyone. That was our On a Mission episode. You can follow Mission Pro Wrestling on all Mission Pro channels. Hit this subscribe button for our YouTube shows. So when we go live every Tuesday, every Thursday, and maybe some in-between days, you get all those notifications. You can follow me at Emily May Heller, and you can follow Veda.
It's Veda time. That's my Twitter, and I kind of link everything off of there. So
All
please follow
right.
me.
Well, go follow and support Mission Pro Wrestling, support women's wrestling. We appreciate you and for joining us every week. Thank you all so much and have a great night.
Bye.